I've had the same setup over the last couple of days that we've had really since July and August and early August, where we've had the smoke from out-of-state wildfires. As you were just kind of looking at before the break there with Megan from ABC, she was talking about some of the fires burning across Northern California, kind of rotating around a ridge of high pressure, and then really a lot of that depositing here across I-25. Now, as our winds increase out of the south and we start to return to more of a monsoon or tropical flow coming in from the south and west, it is going to help to improve our air quality. However, we'll still have a little bit of haze around tomorrow morning. Don't think it's going to be quite enough to push us into an air quality alert for a third day in a row, but not near as bad as what we've really experienced for Monday and part of the day today. So as you wake up in the morning, still a little bit hazy. Temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler in the low 60s for Colorado Springs. Then we move to the afternoon. We're really expecting to stay mostly dry until at least about 4 o'clock. Areas west of I-25 and Woodland Park might be a little bit earlier, where you can see the first few showers after 2 p.m. But I think here in Colorado Springs, we really don't pick up on the shower and storm activity until we make our way into the late afternoon, well after 4 p.m. and into 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. So temperatures are still going to warm up tomorrow, but not quite as warm as what we felt the last couple of days. 70s and 80s in the Pikes Peak region, closer to seasonal for this time of year. 93 in Pueblo, so still a little bit warm along the lower Arkansas River Valley for tomorrow. Upper 90s across the eastern plains, and then 76 degrees there for Alamosa. So most of the high country will be contending with clouds and low rain, cold air. So west of I-25, I think our temperatures really don't make it much past the 60s and low 70s. Here's where that batch of showers and thunderstorms is sitting right now across parts of Tucson, Arizona, Phoenix. That's going to ride up into southeastern Utah and move into the western slope of Colorado overnight tonight. And then throughout the first half of the day, these storms are going to be ongoing across Gunnison, the San Juans, parts of Steamboat Springs, and then slowly starting to cross the I-25 corridor well after 4 p.m., coming around really with south to north orientation and a slow propagation east. So that's going to make for some heavy ponding on the roads. And if these storms hold off until well after 5 p.m., which I think most of the bulk moisture and energy really doesn't move into our region until after that afternoon rush, that'll help to alleviate some of the problems we typically see on I-25 here in Colorado Springs between about 4 and 6 p.m. So heaviest of downpours likely well into the evening time frame, and really not getting a relief in some of the moderate to heavy rain for southern Colorado until well after 10 p.m., possibly closer to midnight. So you're talking about several consecutive hours with light to moderate showers kind of coming in waves, where it's going to be nice to get the measurable precipitation. It is going to give us a bit of an impact on some of our roads, especially early in the evening. Those storms start to disintegrate as they move across the eastern plains, especially into 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be very late when those storms arrive for the eastern plains. And then Thursday, we wake up with a little bit of sunshine, and then it'll just be those isolated storms that start to really fire up well after 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon for the Pikes Peak region. And then same scenario here for Friday. If you have plans for Friday night football or to do anything kicking off this weekend, it's daily thunderstorms. That's just what you have to keep in mind. I think the first half of our days will stay dry, both Friday and Saturday, but those big boomers will be with us into the afternoon time frame. No widespread severe weather expected. However, 1 or 2 of the storms could be on the stronger side and producing some gusty winds, and certainly locally heavy rain in the region. Temperatures stay in the steady highs for the 70s in Woodland Park for the next several days. We go from the 90s in Pueblo on Wednesday down into the 80s. So Pueblo, you actually won't feel those cooler temperatures until Thursday, whereas places like Canyon City already cooling off tomorrow, middle 80s out there, and then we are steady in the 80s for all of our zones in Colorado Springs and parts of Taylor County right through the weekend, but certainly unsettled for those afternoon hours. Bart?
All right, temperatures in the steadies. Is that what you said?
Steadies, yeah.
Like I can talk, like I don't fumble my words 10 times a day. All right, here is Austin Bluffs and a